So that's interesting. We'll get them. Powerful energy also. It's the divine masculine cards, the king card, the divine masculine. He wears his scars with pride. I also hear joy is coming back into your life. Life will be more easier, I hear. And that has to do with love, abundance, creativity, spirituality, and you ground it into this earth. So yeah, it's really, that's the message that flew in. So taking care of others, taking care of yourself in the process. I also see a tower on the background. Leave that tower, leave that tower. That gives you, because I feel your energy is shifting and very much with Pluto now going into Aquarius and going direct. So that means that you're really into this, all what's drama, you leave it behind, because you want to have more joy in your life, more laughter, and I see that coming in. And I hear it also has to do with your divine feminine, your divine counterpart. So yeah, that's really interesting that that message already flew in before we start the reading. So let's see what is here for the divine masculine today. So that was just a pre-reading. It was a message from source. And I hear, let that tower burn down. Let that tower burn down. Yeah, you carry the scars, but you still choose to go back to that tower. You still choose to go back to that tower that creates so much havoc. What I also see in this whole thing is that, your stability is coming back. If I'm masculine, your stability is coming back, and it has to do with it's probably a stability. Oh wow, this is really beautiful, because I see so many signs in this card, energies from past lives, how you were as kids, how you started out, maybe with your feminine, or with a feminine that comes together, and you're like two little puppies together, and grounding that stability for yourself. You're also in that energy of the stag, like the king energy, the stag energy, your leadership, your taking I hear taking the bull by the horns. And that really means, you're creating that space for yourself. Maybe there is some shyness there, and you're holding your emotions always deeper than you show them. And now, you know, I see all these flowers around you that I will say, okay, you know, it starts to blossom, it starts to grow. Um, and huh, uh, huh, this robin is sitting next to you, this little bird is sitting next to you and saying, you know, it's okay, you know, it's okay to show your emotions. It's okay to let it all go and flow. And yeah, but also the joy is okay in the process. And wow, did you hear that click? Thank you, Dad. You know, so he probably gives me a message that it's all okay. Yeah. Yeah, really, really beautiful that the divine masculine is taking his energy, his leadership, that he wants to have the things under control. And get rid of your shyness. You know, if you want to contact. If you don't want to contact, don't contact. If you want to be in that joy with your divine feminine and have that fun, it's okay. You know, you're both in that space that you say, yeah, I can do this for myself. Yes, I can handle this for myself. There is that, because of Pluto is coming direct um, into Aquarius, that also means that um, all behaviors of anger, frustration, and sadness is disappearing. So that is disappearing out of your system, because you remember the good times and the flow and the um, appreciation you receive, that will get you in a different state. You're clearing and you're cleaning yourself from literally from old energies, but also um, um, old old stuck emotions. I hear old stuck emotions. So when those old stuck emotions are gone, then you can push yourself forward. And oh wow, why is this coming up? Probably because of the frog in the card. Don't feel yourself like a frog. You know, you're the prince, or the frog is kissed awakened. That's probably it. It's kissed awakened. And there is a power within you that there's a power within you that you've not seen before from yourself. So now everything starts to be aware in your, not only in your system, but also in the groundedness, that you are saying, wow, yeah, um, I feel I am in that, I am that person that I need to be. And I also say, let the past be the past, and don't come back to that past, but deal with that past. You know, deal with that past, because you can look now, and especially with Pluto, um, you can detach your emotions from situations, and that's really, really powerful. that also means that you get more um, you get more strength from that. That's what I hear, strength from that. So yeah, really beautiful. And you know, like those two pups that you were in the beginning, when you were young, you know, that energy will come back. There is no grievance, there's no remorse, there is no guilt anymore. Just yeah, you're going to flower and blossom. And that Robin says, okay, it's okay how you do it, the way you do it, it's good, you know. And leave that shyness behind, and try to speak more from your emotions, because in the past you were afraid of your emotions being used against you. And now it's, you can be yourself, you can open up, you can you know, move all these layers from you. It's like burdens are released from your shoulders, and that can, you know, you can move on. That's really new beginnings in that beautiful state. New beginnings. So what do you want to tell the Divine Feminine? What do you want to tell the Divine Feminine? I am your knight. Whoa. Huge truck in front of the in front of the window. You are this knight. I will protect you. Whatever you go through, I will be there. I will hold the space, and I will be there for you. I will offer you the fire, the protection, the love, and the nurturing that you really need. So, and everything that is trying to hurt you, I will protect you from that. So if there are energies around you, I am here to block it. I'm here to put a lid on it. I hear. I'm here for you, and it's the knight in shining armor, with this pentacle. It's the grounded and the ground and earth energy. He is the knight of and the warrior of the forest, of Mother Earth, of the land. I see the ocean, I see the land, I see the forest. That really is, he's really connected with Mother Nature. So, and he has an earring in his ear, and that is saying, oh my gosh. It's the M from Archangel Michael, with the goddess above it. I don't know if you can see it. In his left ear, there is this earring with the goddess above it, and the M from Archangel Michael. That kind of energy I feel. That's the warrior, that's the protector, and that is coming in to protect the vulnerable. So yeah, he will protect the divine feminine. He will create that space for her. I put a lit on it. I don't know what he wants to tell the divine feminine, but it could be that the divine feminine had not an easy time, and he said, I put a lid on it. I don't know what it means, but maybe it's for someone out there that resonates with it. So okay, let's see what supports the divine masculine. What supports the divine masculine? What is the support of the divine masculine? The Seven of Pentacles. Working hard for his money. But also, it's this kind of energy, what I feel, is like transmuting. You know, he's an alchemist. He is, he carries the Merlin energy with him to be able to transmute everything into gold. You know, he's a manifester. He is a powerful, powerful man that is manifesting everything in his life, what he needs. I also hear, I need warmth. I need, you know, I can't handle the cold days. And, you know, about 6 minutes ago, it was, or 6 or 7 minutes ago, it was snowing. Heavily here. And then I thought, oh, thank you. I get so many messages at the moment for my spirit and for my ancestors that I say, okay, wow, this is really powerful. So working, but it's not even working. It's coming from the heart space. It's coming from the heart that is saying, you know, the things that I do, I enjoy. So it's not a work, you know, it's not that difficult. It could be that he's an entrepreneur. It could be that he is like the first card, a leader, that he has a leadership over people. That he's a teacher, that he is a mentor. I also hear if he if he uses it in a good way, he can turn things around in a very easy way without manipulation. It's not to manipulate people, but more to be straightforward, honesty, and I hear raw honesty. That is the best way for him to work. Not by I've seen the manipulation with the masculine for a long time. But I see so many masculine growing and growing and growing, and it's really, really beautiful to see that they're not working with that energy of manipulation anymore, but from honesty, from the heart space. Don't be afraid to keep that heart space open, and to open it with love. So if you say things, if you want to be honest to someone, say it with love, because when things coming out, it's more appropriate in different situations. Yes, and sometimes, you know, you have to make that fist. But when you are working, and I see, you know, the pentacles here, he has a lot of knowledge, ancient knowledge of the ancestry, knowing how to work with the elements, knowing how to work with the energies. It's way more easy to transmute that energy, you know. To be a powerful leader, I hear, you do it with honesty and integrity, and you get much more joy for it back. You know, you get much more joy for yourself. You don't get those harsh energies back, because yeah, what you're sending out, you also receive. And how you treat other people, that's how people treat you. That's what I hear. If you treat them with openness, with kindness, that's what you will receive back. So that's what supports the divine masculine. And I see with everything you do, you your wishes will be fulfilled. That's what I hear. Your wishes will be fulfilled. Oh my. Huge, huge, huge one. Again. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, and the I see here, yeah, again, hardworking, almost all pentacles, hardworking, but also committed to the work. Divine masculine, you are not alone. You're not standing alone. You have so many people around you that will support you and create and work with you to make your wishes come through. Just because who you are, that's it's, and I hear you deserve it. It's your time now. You deserve it. It's your time. It's your time to shine. It's the time to create. How do I say it? Almost like lines. You know, you're not able, and that's what the masculine is about. Masculines can't sit still. They're always doing. And when you're in your feminine energy, you know, you can rest. You know, you can take that rest and say, okay, I lean back, I sit here, have good self-care. I hear, make sure you have good self-care, self-love for yourself. you know, sit down and, you know, have a good meal, taking care of your body, um, and relax and sit back in some cases. Sometimes you're going on and on and on and on and on and on, and you can hear it in your voice because your energy is still high. Before you enter the weekend, you need to lower it down so you can rewire and reset during the weekends, during the times that you have or want to take your rest. Not everybody takes rest in the weekends, but also, you know, during the day. Energy is too high, needs to come down. Um, and then you bring your divine feminine in, and then you're keeping it in balance, and that's the whole thing about this, to keep the things in balance. um, I hear also there's an energy around you that is probably for someone specific. um, there is a feminine energy around you with a lot of fire, with a lot of energy. Um, you need to be careful that it doesn't burn you out. You need to be careful that that doesn't burn you out. So, and it's connected with that um, tower, with the tower. So if you are get burned out by every time by the tower energy, um, I hear you've been there before. So you need to cut that out as soon it pops up. And then I hear then you have to take that leadership within you, and you know, um, use that leadership energy to stop the tower crumbling down before it even starts. You know already where that energy is when you feel you because you feel it building up, and that is what you need to do to maintain your own energy, to maintain your own power. And power isn't about control over other people. It's the power that you need for yourself to hold yourself there. You know, because when you have a masculine energy, you're going into fight. There's no other way. Masculines, they fight all the time, you know, because that energy is coming out. If you put uh, 4 women together, all their masculine energy comes up, because you need a masculine energy to balance yourself out. So that's really beautiful. That's beautiful if you recognize it. And yeah, I see you don't have to do it all by yourself. You don't do it alone. You know, the hard work, you're not doing it alone. But it's also good for you to take time for yourself, go into nature, you know, relax, and you know, do something different than you always did, you know. Yeah, connect your spirituality. Your spirituality connecting. Huh, this is the Pope, right? It's almost, I can't bear to look at it. But yeah, it's the sign of peace. Let's say it that way. It's the sign of peace. Keep the peace alive between the two doves, you know, because that's the key. You got the key to keep everything in balance, and the two doves are, you know, coming together, flying away, coming together, flying away. But the love and the groundedness between it holds it steady, um, holds it grounded. So your spirituality and the messages that you get from spirit, you need to ground it into Mother Earth. You need to ground it into this, in this earth, because there's so many things shifting and changing. I also hear clear your energy. You know, clearing your energy is so important. You're not doing it enough. Yeah, I know Sally can be strong at some point, but you need it, you know, to get all these entity attachments that you take with you, you know, you need to clear them out, because not only you, but other people around you will also be affected by it. And if you are connected with maybe your children, or um, you know, older people, then those attachments can jump over, you know, and um, and that can harm innocence, you know. So it's really important for you to clear that, to clear your energy, to clear your space, so you're not affected by you know, energies that you take from different places. So very important, I hear. So it could be that divine masculine is not aware of it, you know, that this is happening. I know, so that's why they say the spirituality that needs to go hand in hand with the work that you are doing, you know, because it creates also a lot of joy and sunshine and fun in your life, when you're in that space, because that's what spirit creates for you. Spirits always creates joy. And when you going in a lower frequency, you also notice that um, your system is reacting on that. So it's very important to clear that. Okay. And I hear, don't be so stubborn. Don't be so stubborn. And I don't think it has to do with stubbornness. What's coming through, guys? I don't feel it has to do with stubbornness, but more afraid of rejection, because you don't know how to bring those two doves back together. Yeah, and those don't know how to bring those spirit guides together. And you get your messages, You know, I hear you get your messages. I think we're getting another rainbow today because it's snowing and there is sun outside. So many rainbows this week. Ridiculous. So many beautiful signs. What is blocking you? Your blocking is the feeling not to be free. What is blocking you is the feeling not to be free, to be stuck in a place. You know, there's a lot of abundance coming your way. There's a lot of abundance coming your way, but it also blocks you. It blocks you in your freedom to go where you want to go. Because so many things needs to be done. Okay. It could also be your environment you're in. You know, you want to be open, you want to spread your wings, you want to fly, you want to do the things that you want to do, and there are too many options to choose from. And I see at the moment there's not enough finances to do so. So that is holding you stuck. But the abundance is coming in a later time. So they say follow the blue butterfly. You know, it's almost like the rainforest. Wow, that's interesting. Rainforest. Maybe the place that you want to go to, you know, is, or that you're stuck in too much rain, and you want to go to an environment where the sun shines, where it's warm, you know, like Brazil or Peru, or because the sun is shining there. Maybe you want to go to a place that is more exotic. So yeah, and there is not enough finances at the moment to let you go there. So, and I hear you need to wait or to save and give priorities to one or the other. When you give more priorities to things, then it's possible, instead of doing it in the spur of the moment, I hear. Take your time, save some extra money, and then go for a longer time. Because I have a feeling Divine Masculine wants to go for a longer time. It will be, no problem. You hear that click again? Oh my gosh. Wow. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. I will, oh my gosh. I will give you the last cards, the card for what the universe is saying to you. The cups, the page of cups, working things out in your emotions. Hold on to that cup. I hear she holds on to that cup. So the feminine side of the divine masculine holds on to that cup, to that love. And it's a how do you say it? It's a love that is joyful. It's a love that is unconditional. It's almost like it's a love that you don't want to let go of because it meant so much for you. It was innocent at that time. It started so innocent, I hear. And it's also like, oh, I want to hold this because it's so, it's so beautiful. I'm so connected. I hear we were so connected. What happened? Yeah, that's probably a question for the divine masculine to dive deep into it. Fly and spread your wings. And then also the seahorse. That's also the feminine and the masculine in one. That is saying, that you need to bring back more balance in your feminine side and your softer side, for being more soft and gentle for yourself. Because that's the card, that's what the universe wants to say to you. Be softer and kinder for yourself. And that can probably be that you must be a little bit harder for the outside world, otherwise people will go over your threshold or your boundary. That's what I hear. Because you hold a space. And I also hear you let the how can I say this? That cup that you are holding, you don't want to let go of, that is actually the one that you want to support, that you want to be with and protect. But that's also the one that hurted you the most. And now your protection is going the other way around. So it's hard for you to let people in. So, and I hear that's funny because I hear all the vulnerability that people want you to open up and to show you how you are, how your feelings are. The world is let's say the 3D world is a lot of narcissism, or that's the environment they created, right? And I don't want to label it as narcissism because that's a totally different thing. Then you're very, very wounded from childhood, and you didn't work on your emotions. But it's more like we're very You don't even know what your neighbor is doing, for instance, right? When you're living in a big city, you have no connections with people around you. They want you to be vulnerable, but in an environment that you're living in is too harsh. You know, it's too, you probably will get totally hurt by it every time again. So know exactly who you are vulnerable with. You know, I'm not vulnerable with a lot of people because, you know, there is, you can't trust them because they abuse that vulnerability. So you need to be very careful and very slowly opening up to people that to show you who you are, and that will take a while. You know, if you start to open yourself up to people, and you drop all your emotions onto them, they're like, whoa, what the heck is this? You know, and yes, you can listen, and yes, you can make a decision on that. But sometimes people say, wow, that's too much. I don't want to hear all that stuff. So, and it's very normal for me as a therapist, people come with all their problems right away. You know, it's like, I'm a magnet for people that open their heart to me. But it's also sometimes very overwhelming, you know. And if people are already dropping everything on me, I won't be open to 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 give it back because it's too overwhelming. So I would say, you know, don't be vulnerable right away. That will, during time, that will show itself. You know, if I meet someone for one day and they drop everything onto me and I will never see them again, what's the use to be vulnerable? You will be vulnerable with the people that you really love. Okay? So, yeah, that's what the universe says, you know. You're holding on to that love, you're holding on to that cup, and try to get the balance within yourself between the masculine and the feminine, so it will balance out your inner emotions. And yeah, open up. Don't stay in that cave. I hear, don't stay in that cave. Go out, you know, explore. And sometimes the divine masculine has a tendency to lock himself up. But it's time to swim, it's time to dive, it's time to go into nature. You know, even if it's cold, you know, you can dress on cold, you know, you can dress on warmth, but you can also dress for cold. So yeah, work with that. That's what the universe says. Okay, thank you for watching. Very grateful for you all that is watching today. All the love, all the blessings. Bye bye.